Freddie Mercury was a brilliant boxer and scared his parents with his style. You might not know these things about Freddie Mercury. 1. He loved sports. At school, Freddie was a good table tennis player. He also described himself as brilliant in boxing, but he loved cricket and long-distance running. 2. His fashion sense scared his parents. At college, Mercury began experimenting with his looks. His mother would freak out at his outrageous clothes. She didn't want the neighbors to see him, so Mercury had to use the back door. 3. He designed a Queen logo. Mercury had a diploma in art and graphic design. To design a Queen logo, he used the band's zodiac sign. He topped it off with a phoenix as a symbol of protection. 4. Small planes scared him. In South America, Queen had to travel on a small jet, but Mercury did not like it.
My knuckles were white from gripping the armrests. But when we arrived, I stepped out of that machine with a smile on my face, looking like I did it every day.
5. He loved to sing naked. Mercury battled hard to cope with vocal cord problems. He even came close to having an operation. He then found that rehearsing without clothes helped him. 6. He was friends with Elton John and Rod Stewart. One day, they got drunk and decided to form a band. They'd call it Hair, Nose, and Teeth. When they got sober, they refused to sing with each other. The three had nicknames for each other. John was Sharon, Stewart was Phyllis, and Mercury was Melina. After Mercury's passing, John received a painting. It came with a card that read,
"Dear Sharon, I saw this at auction and thought you would love it. I love you, Melina."
It became one of John's most prized possessions. 7. His name originally was Farouk Bulsara. When he was a teenager, he immigrated to England. He began going by Freddie. While in boarding school, he changed his name legally after forming the band Queen. Freddie Mercury wasn't his only moniker. He once released a single under the name Larry Lorex. It was a personal slight toward Gary Glitter. 8. He had 4 extra teeth. They pushed the rest forward, creating an overbite. He was self-conscious about how his teeth looked, but he refused to remove them. It had changed his vocal range. 9. He once worked for David Bowie. While in college, Mercury worked as a roadie. One such gig was for David Bowie. He had a lunchtime show at Mercury's college. They crossed paths again. A few months later, Bowie entered a Kensington Market stall. Mercury worked it. Mercury gave him a pair of boots he couldn't afford. Years later, they got together to create Under Pressure. 10. He was very shy in private. Mercury's stage persona was wild, outrageous, and flamboyant. But Roger Taylor described him as shy, gentle, and kind. However, Mercury still loved partying. In 1987, he celebrated his birthday at a hotel in Ibiza. The hotel holds a gathering in his honor every year. 11. He dedicated his solo album to his cats. At one time, Mercury had as many as 10 cats. All but one of them were rescued from shelters. He would frequently call his cats from the road. His 1985 solo album, Mr. Bad Guy, was dedicated to them.